Magandang araw Pilipinas, magandang araw Sok Sargent, and welcome sa isa na namang edisyon ng ating programang Performing and Informing at PIA 12 Infoline. Hatid sa inyo ng Philippine Information Agency Region 12 at ng Information Coordinating Network of Sok Sargent o Icon Sox. Sa ngalan po ng aming Regional Head, Frian E. Abquilan, at ng aking partner sa technical side na si Oliver Ross Rivera. Ako po si Aida de la Cruz Agad at samahan ninyo kaming alamin ang mga latest development programs, mga activities po ng ating government agencies dito po sa Region 12. Tayo po ay mapapakinggan sa ating mga partner radio stations at mapapanood din po sa aming mga Facebook pages, PIA Philippine Information Agency Regional Office 12 at sa aming mga provincial pages sa PIA South Cotabato, PIA Sultan Kudarat, PIA Cotabato Province, and PIA Sargent. And mapalad po tayo we have with us today, pag-uusapan po natin itong napaka-importanting topiko, itong about sa AIDS o itong STI at saka HIV. AIDS. And makakasama po natin ang mga opisyal po ng Department of Health, si Dr. Camille Fuju. Siya po ang Regional Medical Officer ng STI, HIV, AIDS. And of course, kasama rin po natin si Ma'am Almira Sulaiman, ang Regional Nurse Coordinator for STI, HIV, AIDS dito po sa ating region. Ma'am, before po tayo, Doc, bago po tayo magtuloy sa ating talakayan, pwedeng bumati naman po muna kayo sa ating mga listeners and viewers.
Ayan. Good morning po to all of our listeners and to our viewers kung saan man po sila nakikinood or nakakapakinig ngayon sa program natin. I hope that this information that we're about to talk about this morning will also educate each and everyone as we celebrate World AIDS Day or a month-long celebration for the World AIDS Day. So, binabati ko po yung regional director namin, si Doc RD Tan, and also our ARD, Doc Sulpicio Henry Lee Caspi,
Okay.
and congratulations po sa bagong kaka-appoint lang po as SO4. Also to everyone in CHD 12 and to my infectious disease cluster. Good morning po everyone.
Ma'am?
And first and foremost, ma'am, salamat po sa pag-imbita sa amin dito. Sa lahat po ng tagapakinig natin, karangalan po namin na maibahagi po namin yung kaalaman namin patungkol po sa STI, HIV, and AIDS. Ayan.
Okay, thank you very much sa ating mga guest for today. Mula po sa Department of Health. Ma'am, siguro for a start, Doc, can you brief us kung ano itong mga ginagawa ng ating gobyerno para maiwasan itong HIV, AIDS,
Sige po. So, let's start po muna sa basics, for STI. So, STI stands for Sexually Transmitted Infection.
Okay.
So, when you say STI, ito po ay nabibigay through primarily sexual intercourse. And it can also be passed on or may ibibigay din po siya non-sexually. So,
Okay.
once we are engaging to a sexual contact, whether it's male to female, so may tendency po tayo na mahawa or makahawa sa iba.
Okay.
When it comes to HIV naman, let's define HIV. So HIV stands for Human Immune Deficiency Virus.
Ang haba,
Opo, mahaba po siya. So, 3 letters lang pero mahaba po. Nakakabulol po siya talaga. But it is important na ma-define ho natin ano po siya.
Yes. Oo.
So, HIV stands for Human Immune Deficiency Virus. So, why human? Because it can be passed on human to human.
Okay.
So, mabibigay siya sa tao to tao lang na contact.
Alright.
When you say immune deficiency, nako-compromise yung immune system natin. Bale, yung katawan natin, hindi kaya i-fight off yung virus na yon or other diseases. Kasi na-compromise na nga yung immune system natin.
Yes. Oo.
Virus, kasi virus siya, it's a retrovirus.
Okay.
Hindi siya natin masasabing kagandahan ng virus na to, no? Because it can replicate its own. Kaya niyang mag-replicate ng sarili niyang virus within the cell of the humans.
Okay.
So, ganun siya ka effective or ganun siya kalala na kind of disease. So, si AIDS naman or the acquired immune deficiency syndrome is the end stage of HIV. Kung
Okay.
hindi natin ito mape-prevent si HIV,
Mm-mm.
definitely you will fall to AIDS or acquired kasi human to human, immune deficiency kasi nga depressed na yung immune system mo, syndrome kasi nga it's a collective of signs and symptoms already.
Okay.
So kaya ganyan po si HIV AIDS. So HIV is just a preliminary or STI could start HIV and HIV could end up if hindi po natitreat to AIDS. So ganun po yung proseso niya. Mira, baka may man po kayo.
Sige, dagdag ko lang din po, si STI po at si HIV ay magkaiba pong konsepto. At hindi rin po lahat ng may STI ay magkakaroon ng HIV.
Okay.
Ngunit malaki po yung tsansa na mas malaki po yung tsansa na magkaroon sila ng HIV kapag may STI. Dahil po kapag may STI po tayo, iba't ibang klase po yung sakit na pwedeng dumapo sa atin. Pwede rin po tayong magkaroon ng sugat-sugat sa ating ari, maging mapalalaki man or babae, at ito ay magiging pwedeng papasukan ng HIV kapag nagkaroon po ng exposure.
Okay, thank you very much. Ang gandang mga kaalaman yun na kailangang i-impart natin sa ating mga kababayan. Ma'am, at saka Doc, bakit December 1 yung sineselebrate natin itong World AIDS Day? Bakit not on November, not on December 30, on any other day or month?
Sige po. Si World AIDS Day po ay unang isinagawa noong 1988 by
Okay.
December din po. At ginawa na po ito every year at initaon po ito ng December 1. However po, si World AIDS Day po ay kino-commemorate po natin for the entire month of December. So, hindi lang po December 1 na specific day. And of course, si World AIDS Day ay hindi po natin tinatawag na celebration. Thus, we call it commemoration.
Okay.
Because we would like to strengthen or empower the community, especially those who are living with HIV and those who have died with HIV-related illnesses. So, ito po yung panahon kung saan binibigyan po natin sila ng commemoration or alaala or pag-alala sa kanilang mga naitulong or naipundar sa program din po. So, kasama po dyan yung mga advocates po natin na patuloy na lumalaban sa HIV. Kabilang na po dyan yung ating mga persons living with or people living with HIV.
Ma'am, Doc, meron ba tayong mga figures regarding sa HIV, AIDS dito sa Region 12? Mga cases po?
Currently, we have regional statistics, but the most approved na, ano man tawag dyan? Updated
Okay.
data that we have, which is from national DOH po, no, yung sa EB ho natin. Sila ho kasi yung nagva-validate ng data na pinapasa ho natin sa kanila. So, we only got until June of 2023 kasi maraming data silang siniscreen. So, as of June of 2023, currently, the regional stats po natin, no, nasa 3,221 na po yung HIV cases po natin dito sa region. So, lahat na po yan ng provinces and or highly urbanized city. So, if i-segregate pa po yan natin further into General Santos, and other provinces, we got, for Jansan, we have 944.
Okay.
For South Cotabato, unfortunately, medyo mataas. We got 978. For Cotabato Province, we have 517. For SK, we have 371.
Okay.
For Sarangani, ito po yung pinakamababa natin, nasa 189. And also, Cotabato City, meron po tayong nakakatch din po, no? Kahit hindi po natin sila per geographical area, hindi na po sila sa atin, but we still have the data for us. Nasa 222 po. So, all of that po, since the time we have been reporting, cumulative po ito siya. Kasi lifelong din naman ang treatment ng HIV/AIDS. So, nasa 3,221 cases po tayo ng HIV dito sa region po natin.
Sige, gusto ko rin pong i-highlight yung ating demographics in terms of
Okay.
age. So, kung titingnan po natin sa bagong data po natin na updated from the Epidemiology Bureau, mataas po yung kaso na pumapasok po sa bilang ng 15 to 24 years old at
Okay.
25 to 34 years old. So, medyo alarming po siya kung titingnan po natin. Dahil kung titingnan po natin sa edad na 15 to 24 at
Yes.
25 to 34 ay nandyan po yung mga young adults and adolescents po natin.
Mga anong considerations po, Doc? Bakit mataas sa ganitong mga edad ang mga kaso ng HIV?
Yes po. So as known po, yung ating, especially the young adults or the adolescents are known to have curious minds. So isang ginagawa po natin dyan is to penetrate the DepEd or the schools para makapagbigay po tayo ng advocacy orientations on HIV and how to properly use yung ating condoms and lubricants, as well as we offer HIV testing activities for them to be tested po as early as possible. Dahil kung titingnan po natin, ganun nga po, umakyat po yung cases natin. So, malaki po yung tendency na nasa schools po yung mga possible clients po natin.
Doc, ma'am, bakit mas mataas yung South Cotabato compared to Jensan and other provinces?
Sige po. For the Philippines po, we have high burden LGUs or high burden cities po at
Okay.
napabilang po si General Santos City at si Coronadal City as high burden LGU sa buong Pilipinas. Ibig sabihin po, sila po yung mga city na may malaki po ng kaso or malaki po yung burden po ng HIV, no? So, lumalaban po yung cases nila from the other provinces or cities sa iba't ibang region po. So, tinatawag po natin si General Santos City at Coronadal City as Category A sites or high burden LGU sites po. Kaya mataas po yung cases natin.
Just an
Yes,
addition
hello.
po, no, sa sinabi ni Ma'am Mira, it's because matataas ang cases natin, aside sa high burden, meron po kasi tayong parati po yung testing activities to this area. Kaya
Okay.
nakakatch po natin sila. Also, mas open itong, tingnan mo naman yung geographically, yung General Santos and Coronadal, parang bagsakan sila ng iba't ibang areas. South SK, pumupunta dito,
Yes,
North
oo.
Cotabato, pumupunta dito. It's because of school or work, either of
Yes,
that
oo.
two. So, dito po yan sila, pag may mga testing activities, mostly nakakatch po natin talaga sila. So, kaya po, medyo mataas and dito po sila marereport or they want to start the treatment here. So, dito sila marereport. Kaya mataas po ang stats ni South Cotabato and General Santos.
Lahat ng probinsya ba, ma'am? Merong tayong mga testing center sa HIV?
Yes po, actually we already have 11 HIV treatment facilities all throughout the region. We have 3 in General Santos City, Dr. George Pireca City Hospital, the Jangas Reproductive Medical Clinic, and General Santos Social Hygiene Clinic. In South Cotabato Province, we also have 3, South Cotabato Provincial Hospital, Ala Valley Medical Specialists Incorporated, and Dr. Arturo Pipingoy Medical Center. And in North Cotabato, we also have Dr. Armando B. Diaz Provincial Foundation Hospital, Cotabato Provincial Hospital, and sa SK meron din po tayo from the coastal area, RHO Calamansig. And in Cotabato City, we have Cotabato Regional and Medical Center and Cotabato Sanitarium. So, we only have one province na wala pa pong HIV treatment facility, which is the Sarangani province.
Okay.
However, catchment area naman po siya ng Jensen. So,
Yes.
yung mga cases po ay nare-refer naman po properly sa General Santos City.
Just an addition po, no, because of that, we're expecting tataas pa po ang cases natin since we are expanding the treatment hubs, facilities po natin, para mas accessible for the clients and also para mas marami silang mapuntahan na area of their choice kung saan sila mas comfortable magpa-test and magpa-start ng treatment. So that's one also of the priority ni DOH na mag-expand po talaga ng mga treatment facilities po natin.
Add ko lang din po pala, aside from the HIV treatment facilities that we have, our RHUs and hospitals are also offering HIV testing
Okay.
services. And isa po sa pinakabago po na ino-offer natin sa region is the self-testing kits. So, ibig sabihin po, for for those clients who do not want to get tested in the facility or in advocacy orientation activities kung saan marami pong mga tao, pwede po silang mag-avail ng self-testing kit at sila po mismo yung gagawa sa sarili nila ng testing, ng HIV testing.
Ma'am, libre pa ba ito? Itong pag-test ng
yes.
HIV? Anong kailangan nilang gawin po? Halimbawa?
Kailangan lang po nilang pumunta sa facilities, whether it's RHU or the treatment facilities. Meron po kasing ina-allocate si region na mga testing kits for this. When it comes to gamot naman, we also allocate medicines to treatment hub facilities
Okay.
para everyday and lifelong ang inuman ng gamot kasi. So, masyadong mahal yung gamot na to.
Yes.
All they have to do is just to drink it every day. If they have side effects, kasi hindi naman na maiiwasan na may mga side effects, they could always report it to the treatment hub para ma-shift sila if kailangan. So, for the testing kits, meron po tayo each RHU being given by the government po.
Yes, ma'am.
Idagdag ko na lang din po other services offered. We also have our existing condom access points.
Okay.
So here in General Santos City and South Cotabato Province, we have selected restaurants, bars, and convenience stores kung saan palagi nakikita po natin yung ating key population. So pag sinabi po natin key population, these are our transgender women or males having sex with males. So pag sinabi po natin condom access points, nagkaroon po kami na agreement between these facilities or areas or restaurants at nagbibigay po kami ng monthly supply of condoms and lubricants. So any person that who wants to avail yung condoms and lubricants can get freely po doon sa mga certain restaurants and convenience stores po na ito.
Ma'am Doc, anong mga activities ang ginagawa po ng inyong departamento para maengganyo itong mga sinasabi natin siguro hindi sila matakot magpa-test o positive ba sila or nagkakaroon sila ng mga other signs and symptoms na meron nga sila nitong HIV AIDS na sakit.
So for the implementation of HIV testing services, we are maximizing our efforts to reach the community, especially the general population.
Okay.
Ginagawa po ito ng RHUs natin mainly. However, we have another team coming from the Filipina Shell Foundation kung saan na-maximize po natin yung full potential ng testing activity. So aside from the barangays and the municipalities na pinupuntahan nila, nakakapag-testing din po tayo sa specific schools or certain schools with the approval of their principals or the school heads. And aside from that po, pumapasok din po tayo sa mga workplaces, so mga offices, and also yung mga business centers. So, ini-invite po yung team natin to conduct HIV testing service, testing activities, as well as giving HIV advocacy orientations.
Okay. Aside from that po, with the help of PSFI, nagkakonducting po tayo ng VECO mapping where after sunset or after office hours or after school hours, may mga areas po kasi na may mga hotspots or hotspots yung term, na doon pumupunta yung ibang clients ho natin. So doon po nagka-counsel yung mga trained staff ho natin so that they could have a testing activity, and then pag makatch natin yun sila, i-refer na naman natin sila to the RHU or to the facility where they could access treatment, and lahat po ng counseling kinakonduct po doon personally, one-on-one counseling po ang nangyayari para alam po niya kung ano ang possible na mangyari if hindi siya iinom ng gamot or magtatago siya, or para lang po mawala yung stigma sa sarili niya and to the community. So doon po yung nangyayari sa mga treatment facilities po natin. I think that is Yan.
Sige po. Talking about stigma po, no? So, gusto po nating ma-end yun, first and foremost. And part of it is we also penetrate those who festivities and pageantry. So, during Tinalak festivals
Okay.
and Hinugyaw and Tuna festivals and even Sarbay po, nagkakandak po kami ng, naglalagay po kami ng testing booths. So, any bystanders or sino po yung dadaan lang po doon, pwede pong magpa-test freely and confidentially naman po yung ating mga results po.
Concealed po yung mga identity nila.
Okay.
We are bound by the law na concealed po yung mga identities nila. So if they want to get tested, especially during festivities, kasi maraming tao,
Yes.
and we
Oo.
want to maximize and get the opportunity na aside sa advocacy, it would be an awareness of your status personally. So yun po yung ginagawa, and counseling ho talaga before the testing. So, para alam mo kung ano ang options mo kung whether you are positive or a negative one sa
Okay.
test na yun.
Doc, December 4 pa ngayon, ano? And the whole month of December, itong inoobserba natin itong awareness campaign para sa World AIDS. Ano-anong mga activities pa ang gagawin ng inyong tanggapan?
Sige, for tomorrow po, we have a collaboration activity with the DepEd from SK, Sultan Kudarat Province. So, magkakaroon po ng HIV advocacy orientation. On December 6, magkakaroon po tayo ng testing activity at as well as advocacy orientation din po
Okay.
sa ating General Santos City Kalumpang National High School. And we also have the collaboration between the South Cotabato Province, IPHO, and the Filipino Shell Foundation, kung saan magsasagawa po sila ng pageantry and hip-hop dance competition sa Pulumulok. So, yan po ay pinangungunahan po ng ating Provincial HIV Coordinator na si Sir John Arlo Cudilla po.
Doc, aside from mga activities na ginagawa ninyo, paano ba natin ma-raise yung awareness ng mga tao, hinggil sa pag-iwas dito sa sakit na ito?
It has always been our top priority to advocate
Yes.
any information, truthful and factual information about HIV. The more kasi na alam mo yung status mo per se, especially pag ikaw mismo alam mo sa sarili mo, you're not practicing safe sex,
Okay.
multiple sexual partners, ano pa ba, kahit sino-sino, or you're conducting risky behaviors po, no?
Okay.
You're sharing needles if you're using drugs and you inject yourself
Okay.
and you're sharing needles. And also practicing unsafe sex. So, ang ginagawa po naman, you have to know your status talaga. Kasi mas maganda yung may alam ka kung ano ang status mo. May maraming options na pwedeng ibigay sa'yo na once you are a positive one to HIV, confirm siya. Yun po, maraming pwedeng daanan na you can live your life to the fullest. Also, we are maximizing trimedia.
Yes.
Hindi lang yung IEC, leaflets, and all. Etong trimedia, it's a blessing. Meron tayong internet, but also at the
Yes.
same time, it
Mga
can be a
social
curse.
media.
No? Kasi kung saang area ka, hindi validated yung data or hindi validated yung report or hindi validated yung news ngayon, it can give you a wrongful information. So,
Yes.
kailangan naka-validated siya. So, dapat masaya kami na merong advocacy campaigns like this na ma-maximize, and also the collaborations of all of our radio stations. Kasi may mga ibang area pa naman hindi nare-reach talaga dito sa Socsarjan ng internet.
Talking about po yung ating raising awareness, gusto ko pong i-highlight po yung 3 modes of transmission ng HIV.
Okay.
So we have three. We have the first one is the unprotected penetrative sex.
Mm-mm.
Second one is receiving infected blood and blood organs. And the third one is through mother-to-child transmission. So,
Okay.
alam na po natin that without using condoms and proper using condoms and lubricants, ay possible po na magkaroon ng risk to have HIV. However, gusto ko pong i-highlight or bigyan ng pansin yung ating prevention or your mother-to-child transmission. Dahil sa ngayon po, marami pa rin tayong cases, may mga nakakatch pa rin po tayong cases ng mga nanay na nakapasa po ng HIV sa kanilang anak. So, gusto po nating i-highlight dito yung importance ng ating prenatal check-ups or antenatal check-ups kung saan yung mga nanay po natin or those women who in reproductive age ay magpa-test po, no? Especially po kung sila po ay may partner or sexually active po. So, para po the earlier they get tested, the earlier they get the treatment at malaki po yung chance na hindi na po nila ito maipasa sa kanilang mga anak. Yan.
Doc, ma'am, gaano ba katotoo na pwede maipasa itong HIV through utensils or mga laway?
Those are one of the misconceptions,
Yes.
no? Let me highlight or reiterate yung four bodily fluids where yun yung pinaka most common source of HIV.
Okay.
It is semen
Tamod.
or tamod.
Ano yung tamod?
Yung semen, yung
okay.
after yung during ejaculation na nire-release ng lalaki. Second is breast milk, blood products, and vaginal fluids.
So, walang laway doon.
So, walang laway po doon sa apat na yun.
Okay.
So, let me say it again. Blood, semen, vaginal fluids, and breast milk. Those are just the four sources of highly concentration o may mataas na concentration ng HIV ho natin. The rest, walang basis according to all of the studies na present ho sa amin during mga trainings and conferences.
And so, with that question, ma'am, no, kung nakakahawa po ba yung laway? So, again, yung apat lang po na yon yung liquids or likido na may kakayahang magtaglay or pwedeng magdala ng HIV. So, kakalaruin po natin na ang laway, sipon, ihi ay wala pong kakayahan na magtaglay o magdala ng HIV or ng virus natin. At hindi po nakakahawa ang pakikipaghiraman ng utensils, pakikipaghalikan sa taong may HIV, pakikipagyakapan, paghihiraman ng damit, paggamit ng the same CR or bowl. So, wala po siyang kinalaman sa HIV at hindi po ito mahahawa sa pamamagitan. So, ito po yung mga misconceptions or misinformations na gusto po nating marating yung ating general population.
Okay, thank you very much sa ating guest. Napaka-relevant na mga impormasyon ang kanilang na-share dito. Thank you very much si Doc Camille Fogio, ang Regional Medical Officer for STI HIV AIDS ng DOH-12 at si Ma'am Almira Sulaiman po, yung Regional Nurse Coordinator for STI HIV AIDS. Ma'am, Doc, baka meron pa kayong mga final words, final statements na nais iparinig sa ating mga listeners and viewers. Si Doc.
Siguro, I will end this topic with practice safe sex.
Okay.
It's always practice safe sex and have yourself tested. Mas may alamang yung may alam, especially when it comes to your HIV status, knowing na nagpa-practice ka ng risky behavior. So, kailangan alam mo yung mga options na pwede mong or steps that you could take para maging normal pa din, no, yung buhay mo. And I want also to reiterate na hindi man siya nagagamot, pero hindi rin siya kung umiinom ka ng gamot mo araw-araw, hindi rin siya lumalala.
Okay.
Sige po, to end this topic po, no, I would like to highlight the theme for this year's World AIDS Day celebration or commemoration. Our theme for this year is empowering Filipino communities to lead the HIV and AIDS response. So, inaanyayahan ko po ang lahat na samahan niyo po kami at maging advocates po towards ending stigma and discrimination with HIV and AIDS. So, this is a month-long commemoration. Sana po maging bukas po ang inyong mga isipan
Yes.
at mag-submit po sa HIV testing activities na gagawin po sa ating region or ating mga health facilities. Yun lamang po.
Okay. Thank you very much, si Doc Camille and si Ma'am Almira. And sa ngalan po ng aming regional head, Brian E. Abgilan, at ng aking partner sa technical side, isa na naman pong edisyon ng aming programang Performing and Informing at PIA 12 Infoline ang aming hatid sa inyo ngayong linggo. Marami pong salamat sa inyong pakikinig hanggang sa susunod na linggo po. Muli po ako po si Aida de la Cruz Agad. Magandang araw, Soc Sergeant.